I'm off to run some errands. Please tidy up this place.
No!
Wow! How did you guys do it?
We got cleaners.
Cleaners?
You know it, Dad.
Cleaner, it works.
Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Benny's is kicking off Father's Day with popping deals for dad. In the month of June, visit a Benny's near you and get 19 to 25% off selected items such as Milwaukee and Axie power tools, Charbroil barbecue grills, car care products, Karcher pressure washers, and much, much more. Make dad happy with popping deals for dad in June, only at Benny's.
Benny's, Benny's, oh, Benny's, 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 oh.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, 60-year-old real estate agent shot dead inside his home. Road traffic accident in Mascal Village claims the life of an 18-year-old. Dana Martinez shot at home in Punta Gorda. And Belize Tax Services posts list of tax defaulters. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
Brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
Belize City, get ready for a safe and reliable e-taxi experience like never before. Building on the success of our e-ride bus service, we've heard your feedback, Belize City. We've seen your enthusiasm and how eagerly you've embraced zero-emission transportation in our community. Introducing the e-ride taxi, an electric taxi service, bringing you a cleaner, greener way to travel around our beautiful city. As part of the transformative Belize City e-ride program, this new service is another step toward modernizing our transportation system for a sustainable future. Looking to book your first e-ride taxi? It's super easy. First, download the Medriva app and register. Then, book your ride. Insert your pickup and drop-off location. Select e-ride, choose the number of occupants, and pick your preferred payment method. Confirm your ride and track your e-ride in real time as it makes its way to you. It's fast, eco-friendly, and designed for your comfort. So don't wait. Download Medriva today and let's drive Belize City towards a brighter, greener future, one e-ride at a time. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Welcome to Plus News for Monday, June 23rd. I am LJ Wade. The Belize Police Department is investigating a murder that took place in the Cayo district over the weekend. On Sunday, June 22nd, sometime around 7 o'clock in the night, 60-year-old Belizean real estate agent, Ulrich Lyndon Willoughby, was targeted while he was inside his home. Reports are that Willoughby was inside his home in the Vanilla Hill area along Bullet Tree Road when someone opened fire on his home. Willoughby was in the living room at the time of the shooting and was hit multiple times. Police say that they have no suspects at this time and that Willoughby was not believed to be involved in any illegal activities.
On Sunday, 22nd June 2025 at approximately 7:40 p.m., police responded to a shooting incident on Bullet Tree Road, Coyote District. Upon arrival at the scene of the incident, the unresponsive body of Ulrich Lyndon Willoughby, a 60-year-old Belizean real estate agent, was observed, which exhibited apparent gunshot wounds to the upper part of the body. Initial investigation revealed that at approximately 7:30 p.m., Willoughby was in the living room of the residence when an individual fired 3 shots from the veranda into the living room, which resulted in the fatal injuries of Willoughby. Willoughby is not known to be engaged in any criminal activities, and the investigation into this matter continues. No suspect has been identified so far.
A road traffic accident in the Belize district has claimed the life of 18-year-old Tristan Ortiz. The accident occurred yesterday on the 22nd of June in Mascal Village. Reports are that Ortiz was traveling in a Toyota Hilux that was being driven at the time by one Gilbert Graham when he lost control of the vehicle and collided into the Old Belize River Bridge. The vehicle went through the railings of the bridge and plunged under the water some 20 feet below. Ortiz was rushed to the nearest hospital but later succumbed to his injuries. Police say that the driver of the Hilux, Graham, has since been detained.
On Sunday, 22nd June 2025 at approximately 5:30 p.m., police responded to reports of a fatal road traffic accident that occurred at the Old Belize River Bridge located in Mascal Village. In the course of responding, police met a pickup truck where Tristan Ortiz, an 18-year-old Belizean of Mascal, was observed with visible injuries to the body. Ortiz was ferried to the Carl Hushna Memorial Hospital. However, he later succumbed to the injuries sustained. Initial investigation reveals that at approximately 5 o'clock a.m., Ortiz was in a Toyota Hilux pickup truck which was being driven by Gilbert Graham, a 34-year-old Belizean. When, upon approaching the Old Belize River Bridge, the truck collided into the railing of that bridge, causing the truck to fall about 20 feet into the river bank. Police has detained Graham and a urine sample has been collected from him.
Police are also investigating a shooting incident that took place in Punta Gorda. Last week Wednesday, on the 18th of June, PG resident 48-year-old Danny Martinez was on West Street when one male person on a bike fired a single shot in his direction, hitting him in the shoulder.
Police are investigating a shooting incident which occurred at approximately 11:48 p.m. on Wednesday, 18th June 2025 on West Street, Punta Gorda Town. The information that police have gathered thus far is that on the aforementioned date and time, Danny Martinez, a 48-year-old self-employed Belizean, was at his residence on West Street when a male person who was on a bicycle fired a single shot which wounded Martinez to his left shoulder. The scene was processed where one expended 9mm shell was recovered. Martinez, who is known to the police, was treated and released from the Southern Regional Hospital. Police investigation continues.
This is not the first time that Martinez had been shot. In October of 2023, Martinez was shot while walking home on West Street. Police say that they are looking for one person in connection with this attack. A justice of the peace from the Ely subdivision area of San Pedro is wanted for questioning in relation to an ongoing land scam. According to Dolores Teul, a businesswoman of San Pedro, she was approached by a well-known justice of the peace, Valeriano Pedro Vasquez, who told her about two parcels of land that he was selling for $8,000 each. In December of 2023, Teul paid $16,000 for both parcels of land. But after checking on the parcels at the lands department, she learned that the two parcels were registered to someone else. Teul has since filed a report against Vasquez, whom police say is on the run.
On Friday, 28th June, Dolores Teul, a business owner of San Pedrito area of the San Pedro town, reported to police that on 30th December 2023, Valeriano Vasquez, also known as Jimbo, offered to sell her two parcels of land located in North San Pedro. Between 30th December 2023 and 3rd January 2024, Teul reported that she paid over a total of $16,000, which was the price quoted for the parcels of land, and she was issued a receipt. Teul also stated that on 9th May, she made checks at the Lands Department in Benmopan, where she learned that both parcels of land, which were the subject of the transaction, were registered to different individuals. Teul further stated that her efforts to recover the sums paid over to Mr. Vasquez has proved fruitless. As a consequence of this report, police are presently seeking Valeriano Pedro Vasquez, a Belizean justice of the peace of the Ely subdivision of San Pedro town, for the crime of obtaining property by deception.
The United Evergreen Primary School in Belmopan was burglarized last weekend. According to police, sometime between the 13th and 14th of June, a number of Chromebooks were stolen from the principal's office. One person has since been detained following this burglary.
Police are investigating a burglar incident which occurred between 13th and 14th June 2025 in the city of Belmopan. Rosalia Whitty, the principal of United Evergreen Primary School located at the corner of Hamburgers Avenue and Trinity Boulevard, reported that at approximately 4:30 p.m. on 13th June, she left the school compound after ensuring that it was properly secured. At approximately 6:20 p.m. on 14th June, she was informed by the school watchman that her office was broken into. Principal Whitty inspected the office, where she observed that a box that contained 7 Chromebooks were no longer present, and she had summoned the police to the scene, where statements were recorded and the scene was processed. Police detained one individual in connection with this ongoing investigation.
Today, the Belize Tax Service posted the names of 35 businesses who they say have been defaulting on their taxes. The list is filled with well-known businesses such as Paulina's Funeral Home, The Reporter Press, Confetti's Grand Limited, Body 2000, Andrew Munning's Funeral Services, among others, each failing to pay various amounts to the Belize Tax Services. The largest tax defaulter is the Northern Fishermen Cooperative Society, who owes $8.7 million. The list in total amounts to just over $16.5 million. According to the Director General of the Belize Tax Service, the businesses listed are non-compliant and have been given numerous opportunities to cooperate.
This notice actually serves as a final call to those who have remained delinquent in the payment of taxes. The objective here, and I know there's a lot being said, but the objective here is not really to embarrass everyone or embarrass anyone, but to reinforce, I believe, the message that the tax obligation do not just disappear if you don't pay it. Taxes, as you rightly know, fund critical service within our public service. So it is unfair it places unfair burden on others that actually do pay their taxes. So it's important that everyone pays their taxes. So this list comprises of individuals and businesses who we, the Belize Tax Service, have attempted to work with, some of whom we've even taken to court. Many have failed to engage or try to settle their obligation despite efforts for us to settle amicable. These are not just late filers or non-filers. They are willfully non-compliant. So these are persons who we've exhausted all our collection efforts. And now these are the enforcement actions that we're now taking.
Michelle Longsworth, the Director General of the Belize Tax Service, says that if this public posting doesn't work, the Belize Tax Service will move into phase 2, which will be issuing warrants and pursuing court action.
This is the first step of our enforcement action, because going further, in accordance with the TAPA, when publication has not resulted in compliance, because this is to asking them to please comply with us, we will then move to the next set of legal enforcement measures. That includes issuing of warrants to level goods and assets, placing lien on their property, and where applicable, we'll pursue further legal action, which can lead to imprisonment. We don't want to go there. So the TAPA provides for several enforcement action that we can now take, and we are now using these measures to get people to comply and pay the taxes that they are supposed to pay.
We'll take a first break and be right back. Stay tuned.
From power tools to plumbing supplies, paints to light fixtures, at Benny's Kayo, we've got it all. Our extensive range of construction and household products ensures that you'll find exactly what you need, whether you're a seasoned contractor or a weekend do-it-yourselfer. Visit us at Mile 43 George Price Highway, Cotton Tree Village, just outside Bumapan, and discover the convenience, quality, and affordability that set us apart. Your next project starts here. Benny's, quality and savings.
My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
Measles is a virus that is highly infectious and spreads through the air when an infected person coughs or sneezes. It often starts with a fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes, followed by a rash that spreads all over the body. Measles can cause serious complications. But here's the good news. Measles is preventable. The safest and most effective way to protect your child is through vaccination. The MMR vaccine is safe and available at your nearest health centers and clinics. Let's keep our families and communities safe. Get vaccinated. Stay protected. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness in partnership with PAHO and UNICEF.
As one of the largest cable and internet providers in Belize, CBC strives to provide our customers with the highest standards of quality, value, and service in all aspects of cable TV and internet. Monitoring our systems closely, our technicians combine creative planning and state-of-the-art technology with years of experience and training to develop and provide the most reliable and advanced cable and internet service to exceed your expectations. For CBC and our team of talented engineers, technicians, and customer service representatives, delivering less than the very best is never an option.
Every project starts with the right tools. At Builders Hardware, we got everything to get the job moving. Tools, paint, plumbing, electrical, garden, it's all here from construction start to finish. We're also offering a different kind of power tool. Order anytime, anywhere. Pick up in store or get it delivered to your home. Go to shopbuildersbz.com today and save money with our exclusive online deals. Builders Hardware, making it easier.
My parents always said, when it's time to build, invest in quality products that last a lifetime, even if it means paying a little more. It is now my turn to invest in my own home, and it's not even a question. It has to be Oran Windows. My contractor recommends Oran because of the heavy-duty construction, the thickest gauge blades on the market, and the dual locks that allow lower louvers to close independently for privacy while the top remains open for airflow. These features make Oran aluminum louver windows the best on the market.
With Oran aluminum louver windows, you get strength, durability, and beauty with an added layer of security and protection against debris and damaging winds. Come in and check out the variety of sizes and colors at Design Depot, located at Mile 3 Philip Goldson Highway in Belize City.
Welcome back. On Thursday of last week, this memorandum from the Financial Secretary was posted to social media. The memorandum stated that BDF soldiers who saw an increase to their salaries in 2019 were going to be placed on a different pay scale moving forward. Many saw the change as a pay cut, but according to the Minister of National Defense, the Honorable Oscar Mira, it's more of a pay adjustment. Mira says that around 75% of the Belize Defense Force was placed on a wrong pay scale that was costing the government millions of dollars. He says that it was a mistake left by the previous administration. Mira says that since it was a mistake made by the government, the soldiers won't have to pay back the extra monies they received over the years.
2019, there was a salary adjustment exercise that was being done. In that exercise, the previous government made a huge mistake. So some Belize Defense Force soldiers were getting a higher pay. So it's not affecting 100% BDF. It's affecting some. And it affects the non-commissioned officers, which are the privates, the lance corporals, corporals, and sergeants, and some staff sergeants. When the exercise was finished, some of these officers or BDF were put on a pay scale that was higher or is higher than what their actual pay is supposed to be. The previous administration saw the mistake, did not correct it. They thought it was, the election was coming near, and they just left it. Now we have to fix it. It is costing the government a lot of money in overpayments, and has to be fixed. We have gone through so many meetings and so many exercises in finding out where the proper pay scale is supposed to be. And we have now, on the last stage, I made a priority when I got appointed as the Minister of National Affairs and Border Security, met with my CEO and said, you know what, we need to fix it. we need to make sure that everybody is on their proper pay scale. Now, it means that those that were receiving more will have to be adjusted to their correct pay scale. I lobbied Cabinet and I lobbied the Prime Minister and said, listen, it wasn't the soldiers' fault. It was a government mistake. It was a Ministry of Finance mistake. Can we ask that the soldiers not pay back whatever extra they had gotten? Cabinet agreed, and Cabinet has agreed to give these soldiers as an ex gratia payment. So whatever extra you may get is going to be accounted for as an ex gratia payment. Because we have to account for the money.
Following the adjustment to the BDF soldiers,
For what time?
the Minister of National Defense, Honorable Oscar Mira, lobbied for all soldiers to receive new allowances. Starting at the end of July, each soldier will now be receiving 2 new allowances, Jungle and Maritime Allowance and Bush Allowance, to try and mitigate the salary adjustment losses.
I know that those affected will be getting less. So we went to the Prime Minister, Minister of Finance, and to Cabinet and said, listen, can we ask that you give the BDF soldiers 2 allowances? And now we're talking about a Jungle and Maritime Allowance and a Bush Allowance. Can we give everybody this allowance, these 2 allowances? And Cabinet agreed and said, sure. You know, we will give the soldiers 2 more allowances. So everybody is getting 2 allowances starting payday at the end of July. So we work very hard with the pay mistress and their pay staff to ensure that we do all the calculations, that we don't make that mistake again. As I said, it does not involve all of BDF. It involves some of the BDF. So that not everybody is being affected. I think it's still less, but it is something for us to try and mitigate what they were used to getting, which was the wrong pay scale. It cannot be that some non-commissioned officers were getting higher than a commissioned officer. Yeah. So you would, in other words, a corporal was getting higher than a captain. You know, and in the pay scale that we have for the Police Defense Force, you know, a captain as a commissioned officer gets a higher pay than a lieutenant, than a second lieutenant, than a warrant officer, than a staff sergeant, than a corporal, than a lance corporal, than a private, and in some instances, a lance corporal and a corporal are getting as much pay as a captain and a major. Now, what we want to do is that we want to ensure that everybody gets on the proper pay scale. It is a tedious exercise because it involves a lot of people, but we have been working hard to ensure that by the end of July, everyone is going to be getting their 2 allowances, and that includes all BDF. Now, the allowances, when we spoke about them and when we went to lobby for them, was approved from May of 2024. So we have managed to get it retroactive to 2024. So all the BDF will be getting that allowances from 2024, May 2024, when it was approved. We have the money aside, we put it aside to ensure that we get the maximum benefit for the Belize Defense Force soldiers.
The Belize Port Authority has issued a statement in response to a widely circulated video on social media showing an overcrowded passenger vessel operating in poor weather conditions. The footage, captured on the lower deck of the vessel in Belizean waters, shows several individuals standing on board in apparent breach of maritime safety regulations. The BPA emphasized the critical importance of adhering to maritime safety standards and reminded vessel owners of their responsibility to ensure the safety and well-being of all passengers and crew. The police are currently investigating the disappearance of 14-year-old Aurora Gonzalez following reports made by her stepmother. According to reports, on Sunday, June 22nd at around 9 a.m., Gonzalez's stepmother had checked her bedroom when she noticed that Aurora had disappeared from her home. In the report, the police described Gonzalez as fair-skinned, standing at approximately 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighing about 105 pounds. The police are also searching for another minor of Benque Viejo, whom they believe Aurora may have been in the company of. Here is Assistant Superintendent Stacy Smith telling us more.
On Sunday, 22nd June 2025, Dania Redondo, a Honduran housewife, visited the Benque Viejo police station and reported that she had made checks in her stepdaughter's room, Aurora Gonzalez, at about 9 a.m. where she discovered that Gonzalez was not there. Efforts to locate Gonzalez have proved fruitless, and police are seeking of Benque Viejo town for question in relation to this report. Gonzalez is of fair complexion, stands at approximately 5 feet 5 inches in height, 14 years old, and weighs approximately 105 pounds. Persons are encouraged to call Crime Stoppers at 922 or the nearest police station if Gonzalez or Iglesias. To call Crime Stoppers at 922 or the nearest police station if Gonzalez or Iglesias are seen.
The public is urged to report any information on the whereabouts of Aurora to the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers at 922. A 14-year-old man from Orange Walk has been charged for leaking a woman's intimate pictures on social media. The woman reportedly lost her phone on the 13th of June, and a few days later, her intimate pictures were sent to numerous chat groups. Police say that they have since charged the minor.
On Tuesday, 16 June 2025, a 20-year-old female visited the Orange Walk police station and reported that she had lost her cell phone on the 13th of June, which contained several nude photos of her. The female stated that someone had utilized her Facebook and Instagram accounts that were logged into on the lost cell phone to send several nude photos to her friends on those social media platforms. The Police Information Technology and Cybercrime Unit of the Belize Police Department launched an investigation which resulted in the recovery of the lost cell phone and the arrest and charge of a 14-year-old male minor of that jurisdiction for the offense of using. On Tuesday, 16 June 2025, a 20-year-old female visited the Orange Walk police station and reported that she had lost her cell phone on the 13th of June, which contained several nude photos of her. The female stated that someone had utilized her Facebook and Instagram accounts that were logged into on the lost cell phone to send several nude photos to her friends on those social media platforms. The Police Information Technology and Cybercrime Unit of the Belize Police Department launched an investigation which resulted in the recovery of the lost cell phone and the arrest and charge of a 14-year-old male minor of that jurisdiction for the offense of using a computer system to publish image of a private area.
Manuel, el cajón se volvió a trabar. Creo que debemos ir a Builders Hardware otra vez.
¿Otra vez? ¿Por qué no solo pedirlo en línea?
Ah, es cierto. Manuel, se me olvidaron las guías del cajón.
Electricity is evolving, and BEL is leading the way with smarter connections across Belize. Meet AMI, Advanced Metering Infrastructure. It's not just a meter, it's a smarter way to manage power. Smart meters record your energy use in real time and securely send the data to BEL. Key customer benefits include real-time insights into energy usage, improved home energy planning, integration of solar, battery, and EV technologies, and innovative customer service solutions. Get ready! AMI is coming soon to municipalities across Belize, including the Keys, to give you more control and reliability. BEL, bringing you a brighter tomorrow.
Hello Bemopan, welcome back to the second segment in this series of the Trade License Act 2024. I'm Councillor Chris Enriquez, and today we'll be discussing your business productive footprint and how it impacts your trade license fee. Let's break it down. Your business's productive footprint is the square footage of the area where your operations are conducted. It excludes common spaces such as agricultural lands, lobbies, restrooms, stairways, parking lots, storerooms, and shared hallways, unless they are used for profit. Your business falls under an economic classification based on your business type. This classification, as well as your zone, will further determine the rate applied to your business.
Hi, I'm Lauren Milton. I'm the Evaluation Manager here at the Bemopan City Council. I know a lot of people keep wondering what we're measuring when we visit their business. So let's take a closer look at what productive footprint looks like for the different types of businesses. As you can see, we measure the area used for business purposes only. This includes retail space, dining areas, or workspaces. For example, here's how the productive footprint is calculated for a coffee shop, a supermarket, and an office space, specifically an accounting firm. Let's take a coffee shop for instance. Here we see the kitchen, the bar, and the dining areas as productive space. What's noteworthy here is that a restaurant and an ice cream parlor has similar productive space as a coffee shop. Next, we have a supermarket. For this business, we measure the entire retail floor, including aisles, checkout counters, and display areas. The storerooms and employee break areas are excluded since they are not used to generate direct sales. Lastly, we look at an accounting firm office. The productive footprint here includes the client reception, conference rooms, and workspaces where the business's services are provided. Excluded are areas like break rooms, restrooms, kitchen, and non-operational storage. As you can see, productive footprint is the usable square footage where your business is conducted. This excludes common areas like lobbies, restrooms, and parking spaces, except in cases where these areas are used for profit. Remember, productive footprint looks different for different businesses, so be sure to accurately measure your premise to ensure your fees reflect your footprint. It is important to note that Schedule 8 of the Trade Licensing Act sets fixed trade license fees for specific classifications such as traveling professionals and auto dealers.
Knowing your economic classification and accurately measuring your productive footprint isn't the only factor in your trade license process. You must also consider that there are 4 municipal zones and that your business is located in one of them. Each zone has a different guideline that will affect the rate applied to your trade license fee. As a reminder, the new Trade License Act takes effect on January 1st, 2025. Businesses without a trade license by then are subject to penalties and fees. So we encourage everyone to apply early before the deadline, December 31st, 2024. Stay tuned to our next segment where we will answer your key questions. Thank you for watching, and let's build a prosperous Bemopan together.
$50 and get a chance to win a $10,000 homecation with Benny's. Quality and savings.
The Belize Film Commission, alongside the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Trade, Culture and Immigration, and the Ministry of Home Affairs, has officially launched the Belize Film Exchange Workshop Series. This workshop, officiated earlier today, bringing together both local and international facilitators, aims to nurture the professional growth, technical knowledge, and collaborative creativity of local talent within the Belize film industry. The 5-day course saw over 30 participants engaging in an educational and intense course, which covered a range of essential areas in the filmmaking industry, such as screenwriting and directing, cinematography and lighting, production sound, design production, post-production, and VFX, and sound design and music in film. According to the Belize Film Commission, the launch of this workshop marks a historic step towards the development of a structured, innovative, and sustainable film industry in Belize, fueled by talent, guided by vision, and powered by collaboration. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, in collaboration with the Special Envoy for the Development of Families and Children, the Belize Cancer Society, UNICEF, and breast surgeon Dr. Shenin Sanjendia, has introduced point-of-care triage breast ultrasound training in Belize. The initiative aims to improve early detection of breast cancer by reducing the time to diagnose and improving access to follow-up imaging and treatment. 5 ultrasound machines have been donated, and healthcare workers from 5 regional and community hospitals will receive training this week. The new ultrasound services will be rolled out later this year at Punta Gorda Community Hospital, Southern Regional Hospital, Western Regional Hospital, Northern Regional Hospital, and Cleopatra White Polyclinic in Belize City. The minister says that the program is a major step toward equitable breast cancer screening and improved outcomes for women across the country. Our good news for tonight is taken from Ephesians 5:25. It says, "Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her." And that's the news. Thank you for joining us. From all of us here at Plus TV, have a good night and God bless.